Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Julie, and I'm welcoming you from Tastewise Kids. For those of you just joining us or watching us for the first time, Tastewise Kids is a Baltimore-based nonprofit. We celebrate food. We celebrate teaching children about food, where it comes from, who grows it, how it gets to your home, how it gets to your school, how it gets to your plate. We encourage healthy eating habits. We love food and we love everything about our food world and food industry. So we started a chef story time, and this is our third one, and we're very excited to have you all joining us today. So I am going to share my screen and get started here. See, 1 second. Start. All right. So today we have a very exciting chef story time. We have our chefs, two, not just one, chefs David and Tonya Thomas, and we have a surprise. We have the author of our story, and I'm going to let them introduce because it deserves a very special introduction. We're so honored that she's here with us today.
Yes, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here today with you. I'm looking forward to reading this story to you. And I'm so excited because the author of this book is actually here with us today. The author who wrote this beautiful book, her name is Winsome Bingham. So it's Miss Winsome to all the younger kids. She is here today with us, joining us. And Winsome, if you would like to say a couple of words to the kids.
Yes, hello everyone, and thank you for being here to listen to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book, this beautiful story about a beautiful family. And I appreciate you guys inviting me, so thank you.
Thank you, Winsome. So I'm here today. I'm Chef Tonya Thomas, and Chef David Thomas is here with us, I think.
Yes, and I have a few things to go over, if that's okay, Chef Thomas. May I do that?
Sure, there he is.
Okay. So I wanted to just take a minute to recognize that we are in February, and it is Black History Month. And at Tastewise Kids, we honor the celebration of Black History Month today and every day. And we have some more people joining us. Let me let them in. And we're so grateful to have our experts here with us today. So we are going to read a story, which you might have seen a little bit in the picture before, but to get your brains thinking, at the end of the story, you're going to read or you're going to learn a recipe about one of the foods discussed. And so I have some clues about that mystery food. So children and adults alike, if you don't know what you're going to make, if I'm going to read the clues, and if you have an idea, give me like thumbs up or wiggle your fingers or any way to make some movement. And at the end, I want you to just tell me what you think it is. Okay, so guess the mystery food. What food at the end of the story are we going to learn about how to make? So I'm going to pretend that I'm the food. I am a favorite at many meals. I can be shared easily. People can make many combinations of me. I can be made in the oven, the microwave, or on a stovetop. Who knows, maybe even over a fire pit if you're creative, right? And I am cheesy, gooey, and creamy. Does anybody have any idea what we're doing? Anybody want to take a guess?
Mac and cheese.
Pizza. Mac and cheese. Any other guesses?
Pizza.
Macaroni and cheese. Loved by everybody, and there's so many different versions of it, and we're gonna learn a version today, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. So a little bit about how this is going to go today. We're going to say hello to our chefs. We're going to read the wonderful story Soul Food Sunday by Winsome Bingham. We're going to have some reflections from the story, a little cooking lesson, some thank yous, some questions, and a heartfelt goodbye. So with that being so, we're going to go ahead and start. So David and Tonya Thomas are dear friends of mine. I'm thankful to call them friends. They're very talented in the culinary world. They've been local staples in Baltimore. Some of you may remember them from Ida B's. Some of you may recognize Chef David Thomas from winning Chopped. And I see it always on repeat. So, you know, he's always on, which is very exciting. And now they are doing bigger and greater things with an heirloom food group, doing special catering events and charity events and so many wonderful things. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to them. And we are so grateful that you're here with us today.
Well, thank you. We appreciate being here. Thank you for asking us to do this. We've been a part of Tastewise Kids for quite a long time now. And we love doing it every year, always looking forward to doing something with the kids. And I'll be reading the story today. And then when I'm complete, then Chef David is going to chime in and do the little mini cooking lesson.
So
It's going to be fun. Everybody loves mac and cheese, right?
From what
Yes.
they say, it seems like they do.
All right.
The host.
We're going to have some fun. But Tonya, I'm going to let you take it away.
The host.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get it started. We're reading Soul Food Sunday. On Sundays, everyone gathers at Granny's for soul food. The whole family is here. Mamas and papas, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, and a whole lot of cousins. We park in the driveway and along the street. Car horns beep, car doors slam, car alarms clop, clop. The men head to the basement except for Roscoe Ray. He's the grill master. He has a spot at the side of the house. Everything he needs is there. Grill, coal, lighter fluid, CD player, chair with an umbrella, and a tiny TV to watch football. Granny goes in the kitchen with Mama and her sisters and straps on an apron. The children sprint to the backyard or to the great room for video games. But today, I don't go to the backyard or to the great room. I follow Granny instead. You're a big boy now, Granny says. Time for you to learn. She hands me Grandpa's chef jacket, the one he wore in the army. Put this on, baby, and come with me. Granny drops blocks of cheese on the table. White cheese, yellow cheese, orange cheese, holy cheese. And we need a whole lot of cheese. Unless mac and cheese is on the table, it's not Soul Food Sunday. I love mac and cheese. Granny grates the cheese in a big blue bowl. Now you hold the grater like this, baby. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Now you try. I grate up and down, up and down, up and down. You got it, baby, Granny says, Granny. Now when you're finished, come see me. I grate and grate and grate. My hand hurt, my arm aches, but I don't quit. Cheese stacked high like a mountain. I'm finished. Granny checks my work. Good job, baby. That's the best grated cheese I've seen in all my life. Greens is next. Granny pulls the greens from the bunch. We need to clean the greens. A whole lot of greens, baby. Unless greens are on the table, it's not Soul Food Sunday.
Yes, look at those beautiful pictures.
Granny fills the sink with water and vinegar and lemon juice. Greens got to be clean, baby, she says, scrubbing and shaking. Collards, turnips, mustards. Granny rubs the leaves. They squish, 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 like she was hand washing clothes. I don't cook Granny greens. This is the only way to get all that dirt out. And I know that firsthand. She rinses over and over. She rolls them together. She rips them apart. Remember, you rinse and roll and rip, baby. Now you try. I stand in front of the sink. I rinse and roll and rip. You got it, baby, says Granny. Now when you're finished, come see me. I rinse and rinse and roll and rip and rip. My hand hurt, my arms ache, but I don't quit.
Tonya, can you hold up the book so they can see too?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's on the bed. Soon the greens are piled high. I'm finished. Granny checks my work. Good job, baby. That's the best greens I've seen in all my life. Roscoe Ray needs help with meat, says Granny. We cooking chicken and ribs and sausage, a whole lot of chicken and ribs, and baby, unless meat is on the table, it's not Soul Food Sunday. Does everybody see that? This book has beautiful colors in it. Granny slaps sausage and slabs of ribs in the sink. Pork ribs, beef ribs, hot and spicy sausage links. She skins the chicken. She strips the membrane from the ribs. She slices the sausage. Did you see that, baby? Says Granny. Now you try. We switch places. I skin the chicken. I strip the membrane. I slice the sausage. You got it, baby, says Granny. Now, when you're finished, come see me. I skin and skin and strip and strip and slice and slice. My hand hurt. My arm aches, but I don't quit. Soon chicken, ribs, and sausages stack up next to the stink. I'm finished. Granny checks my work. Good job, baby. That's the best looking meats I've seen in all my life. The grill is ready. Roscoe Ray yells. He scoops the meat in a pan and disappears through the side door. Well, everything is cooking now, Granny says. We take a break. I take a nap. Your mama, God knows what she's about to do, but you're going outside and play. But I don't want to play. I want to make something special. Granny chuckles, baby, every food we make is special. Soul Food Sunday is about coming together. It's about us being family, working together, a team. We have everything, baby. Then I have an idea. I know something we forgot, I say. Do you need help, baby? No, I can do it all by myself. Well, I'll leave you to be. While Granny naps, I'm busy brewing, dropping ice, dunking tea bags, sugaring and sweetening, lemoning and liming. And when I see Mama setting the food on the table, I put the jug next to the mac and cheese and greens, the ribs and the chicken and the sausages. Granny comes down from her nap. I'm finished, I tell her. Granny sips. Is this what I think it is? Then she takes another sip and a gulp, and 2 more gulps. This is the best tea I've tasted in all my life. Thank you, Granny, I say. Unless sweet tea is on the table, it's not Soul Food Sunday. And that's the end of the story.
What a beautiful story. Let me just see if I can get back here for a second. Oh no.
All right. We ready to do some cooking? Who likes mac and cheese? Let me know who likes mac and cheese. Yeah? All right.
Everybody does. So
Everybody likes mac and cheese, right?
So if you get the book, and if you already have, you should know this, in the back of the book, there's a recipe for mac and cheese. And Chef David is going to do the recipe that Winsome has in the back of the book because it's very kid-friendly.
All right. So we're going to do it. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward and simple recipe. So I'm going to run through it a little quick, but I want to make sure you guys get all the steps. Okay. So Tonya, if you wouldn't mind just reading out the ingredients for me.
Sure. What do you want to say? Okay. So we have 1 box or 1 pound of elbow macaroni.
Well, we're not going to use elbow. We're going to use cavatappi pasta because we like cavatappi. Very close to elbow macaroni. If you guys can see that, it's a really nice form. It'll allow the cheese and the sauce to hug to it. It's going to make a really beautiful mac and cheese. Go on.
All right, 1 block or 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese.
All right, so we have some cheddar cheese here, and I've also got a little smoked Gouda, okay?
So, and you are, in this recipe, it does have 1 block or 8 ounces of low moisture mozzarella and 1 block or 8 ounces of Monterey Jack, 1 block or 8 ounces of Swiss cheese. And then Chef David said he's doing cheddar and Gouda because he loves those. You can do a blend of cheeses that you want and that you prefer.
Absolutely, thank you so much.
You're welcome. 2 tablespoons of butter.
Righty.
2 tablespoons of flour.
Oh yes, we have flour.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Salt.
A quarter teaspoon of pepper.
Pepper.
A half a teaspoon of paprika.
Smoked paprika, yes.
Half a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash Original.
Well, now you know, we don't use Mrs. Dash, but we are in Maryland, so we use a little Old Bay. Just a little bit Old Bay, okay? All right.
And 1 cup of heavy cream.
All right, and we have our heavy cream here as well.
May I borrow that Old Bay? I won't put it in the book.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anything for you, Winsome. All right, so we're gonna get started?
Yeah, get started.
All right.
You need me to?
Okay, no, so I'm hoping you guys can see me back here. I'm gonna put some butter in. Get that smokes a little bit, don't worry. Go ahead and on hot. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna start to make a roux. So what we do is I wanna brown my butter a little bit to bring out the nuttiness in the butter. And I add a little oil to that as well, so it doesn't burn because of the heat. You'll see the smoke, but don't let that alarm you. Okay? So now we're gonna add in our flour. Take a little wire whisk. And we're gonna stir that flour in. Now, typically a roux can take hours and hours and hours to develop. We are gonna make a quick form of the roux, and the reason why I brown the butter is to bring out that nuttiness a little faster than typical, okay? So make that roux working. That's looking really good. Coming around quickly. We're gonna reduce the heat a little bit. I'm sorry I have my back to you. Reduce the heat a little bit, and now we're gonna add in our heavy cream. Okay. All right. So with that cream in there now, that's gonna allow us to start to make this cheese sauce, okay? So we got the roux working. Cream in. All right. Give that a few more whisks just to make sure it's incorporated well. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit. All righty, so now goes the cheese. And I remember part of the book that we were grading cheese in the book. So it wouldn't be right if we didn't take you through at least part of that experiment. So we got a little block of cheddar cheese, okay? And we're going to grate it. Can you guys see my hands here? I'm gonna swift it around a little bit, give you a little tilt. You see that? Okay, so we got a block of cheese, and we're gonna run it through a little box grater. You see that cheese falling in there? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, keep an eye on my roux so we don't burn that. Okay. I think we got a good amount of cheese there, huh? All right. So, now we got that. Make sure we get some cheese in there.
What's a roux?
Aha, you hear that, Chef David?
Sorry?
What's
That
a
was a question, what's a roux?
What's a roux? Ah, very nice question. Well, a roux is a thickening agent. It is really the base of many, many sauces. If you think about Southern sauces, French style sauces, typically a roux is something that you make to like create a gravy with. So if you want a nice thick gravy, you like gravy? I know you do. So you take gravy, that little roux, you get that mixed in a pan, and you take some of that pot liquor or stock, and you add that in with the roux and let it cook down, and you have a beautiful sauce. So the roux is a base for sauces. It is a thickening agent, but it also adds color. So there are other variations of thickening if you want to do some other things, but roux is one of the most popular ones, but a very good question. All right. I'm going to add a little more heavy cream to mine. Okay. You all mine? All right. Now we're going to incorporate the rest of this cheese and save a little bit for the top. All right. Now, how do you like yours? Cheesy or mildly cheesy?
Cheesy.
Easy? All right. Okay. Well, we gotta make them happy, so we're gonna make it cheesy then.
Wait, heard make it cheesy.
All righty, well, while we're doing this, any questions for me while we're mixing it up?
I don't think so, not yet.
No questions?
Not yet. Maybe
You
don't
guys
have.
know how to do this already,
Is there
right?
anything extra that you could put into the mac and cheese?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, recipes, and that's also a very good question. Recipes are templates, okay? It's not the Bible. You can make adaptations and changes and add what you like. Let's say you don't like cheddar, but you like Gouda, or vice versa. You can omit one thing. It's not going to change a thing. Just got to be careful on your amounts and how it comes out. But other than that, you have the ability to make changes. So I think you'll be good.
But she said, can you add stuff? So to answer Elena's question, you can add crab. I'm gonna say crab first. I'm a Maryland girl at heart.
Yes, she is.
Add crab. You can add you can add lobster. Yeah, I know a lot of people saying lobster mac and cheese, crab mac and cheese. It's so much that a lot of people in the past used to add like bacon bits, and you got a bacon throughout the mac and cheese. So it's so many things you can do to make it yours. Is whatever you want to make and whatever you want to add to it.
Okay, so we have a cheese sauce. Now, we've got to incorporate all those beautiful spices that we had laid out, right? Okay, so we're going to go in with smoked paprika first. Get that in. Now, I put about half of mine in. I'm going to show you why in a minute, okay? I've also pulled a little garlic powder. I want to add that in as well. Back to the Old Bay. We're going to make sure we get our Old Bay in there. I know my wife will get a kick out of that one. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Salt and pepper to taste. So keep in mind, once again, recipes are templates. If you don't like it much salt, you can omit some or add a little bit more if you choose to. I've also decided to add a half a teaspoon of all natural sugar. And the reason why I do that is because salt and sugar, when they come together, they make a really round and bold flavor profile. So we're going to add a little bit of sugar in there as well. Get that in.
I think everyone can tell that he plans on eating this when he's done. Can you tell?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that smells great. Can you guys see that cheese sauce?
And it's funny you said that because Amanda is in here. Amanda Mack, everyone from Crust by Mac, she's in here with her daughter.
Amanda's in.
And she said she wished she could smell it. So.
Oh, well, God bless you.
Winsome said she was hungry. Winsome said she was hungry.
Okay. Okay, so now we've got a cheese sauce made. We're going to take our pasta, we're going to incorporate it into the cheese sauce. All right, look at that. Oh, yeah. See that? Now, for those who like it creamy, this could be the end of the story. You could eat it just like this. But I like baked mac and cheese. So we are going into the oven. Now we have this beautiful pan here that we're going to put it in. I've already got it sprayed off with a little cooking spray. And we're going to get our pasta and cheese in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, the cheese is just dripping. Oh, my word. I wish you guys could see this. Oh, you can't see it. I wish you could taste it. Okay.
So that's not fair to be teasing all the kids in here with the mac and cheese. That's
Well,
not fair.
we'll all have to get together and cook. That's what's going to have to happen. Beautiful. Okay, so we got mac and cheese in. Now we're going to take the rest of our cheese, combination of the Gouda and the cheddar, and we're just going to put a little bit of that right on top. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. And then remember, we held back on all that smoked paprika, okay? What we want to do is touch the top of it just a little bit, just to kiss it, just so as it cooks in the oven, it gets a nice, beautiful golden brown color, right? So, and this adds a little bit of smokiness to it too, without really adapting the flavor too much. So there you go. We're going to put that in the oven. It might take us about 30 minutes, but that's baked mac and cheese.
There we go.
That looks delicious.
Any questions?
Well, before, I wanted to just kind of go back to the story one before we move on to questions, because I think there's probably a lot of questions, and
Yeah,
I'm
for
starving
sure.
now, Chef. Thank you very much. in the story is all about family traditions. And I think the beautiful part of that is that food is so much a part of all of our family traditions. And kids, I want you to think about that. When you think about family traditions, I bet in your mind, you can probably think of a food each time you have a family tradition, or a smell or a flavor or a taste. And so that was something that came to my mind when I read this beautiful story. But I have a question I wanted to throw out to the kids. Why do you think they were in the kitchen instead of playing outside? What do you think that you can learn, or why is being in a kitchen more enjoyable than maybe going outside and doing something? Anybody have any ideas? I see a whole school. I want to say like a big shout out to All for One Creative Arts. There's a whole group of 17 kids here. I bet somebody has an idea there. Does anybody have any ideas why it might be sometimes more fun to be in the kitchen than going outside? I see Landon. Go ahead, Landon. You can unmute.
Maybe like cooking more than playing.
Like cooking more than playing. And cooking is like playing. That's a good one. Anybody else have any ideas? Thanks, Landon.
I like being in the kitchen at I like being in the kitchen at my grandmother's house because like every time we go to her house, she makes noodles for us. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, and you're making me hungry too.
Grandma's house.
So it's time with your family members is nice too. I see somebody else has their hand up. Does anybody else want to share something?
I think I stop eating.
Maybe cooking is fun because you get to cook with family and friends.
Yeah, so that is a beautiful answer. I love that. So cooking is fun because it's a memory you're making. You're cooking a food and you're cooking a memory together. And I think that's a really beautiful message we can all take from this beautiful story. Does anyone have any questions for Chefs David and Tonya? Okay, Gavin.
Oh yeah. So I have a question that was brought from all the students at the Green School, which is we have a question for both chefs and the author. What are your favorite cheeses to put in your mac and cheese?
Cheddar. Well, for me, it's cheddar and Gouda. I love cheddar and smoked Gouda. Yep.
Winsome?
I always use cheddar for everything. Cheddar is definitely a base because other cheese blend well with it, especially if you use like a little bit of olive oil for the others, even with the Swiss, but cheddar is always a good base. And it has so many different variations, sharp, mild. You can definitely find what you need with cheddar.
I have to agree with Winsome. Cheddar, it's a no-brainer. I'm like with Chef David. You know, I love Gouda cheese as well. And I know when I used to make it, I did have a habit of always using the Monterey Jack. I did used to mix that in a lot when I used to do my mac and cheese. So
because it's that extra kick. It gives it a kick. Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions? Gavin, you said you had a question.
What's your favorite food to eat on Sundays?
Whoa. It's funny because I know what Chef Dave is going to say when I'm saying.
Is Chef David going to say fried chicken?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
there's no shame in my game. I love fried chicken. I must eat it once a week, and Sunday's a good day, so why not?
Yes. So I knew he was going to say fried chicken. He loves fried chicken. For me, my favorite food on Sunday.
It's going to be greens.
Yeah, see that, and he knew. See, that shows how long we've been married. He knew my answer was going to be greens.
Or potatoes.
I always want greens on Sunday.
Right, Chef Tonya. It's potatoes.
Oh, and potatoes. That's right, Julie.
Potatoes.
That's right, Julie.
I do love potatoes in any shape, form, whatever, but greens. If my go-to on Sunday, whatever we have, we always make sure we have greens with it, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for me, I grew up in Jamaica where every single house on the island, every single Sunday is some form of rice and peas or rice and beans. And I still find myself resorting into that even in the United States. I still find myself cooking some form of rice and beans.
Peas.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sweetie.
What's your favorite breakfast food?
Ooh.
Favorite breakfast food?
Uh-oh.
Coffee.
I know what he's gonna say. Huh?
Coffee. No, I'm kidding. You know, I don't know. It would probably, it's eggs. I mean, I love eggs. I absolutely love eggs, all kinds.
I'm surprised he said that. I thought he was gonna say grits.
Well, I can eat grits anytime though. I eat grits any time of the day. But yes, I would eat them for breakfast and lunch and dinner.
There you go. That's it. Winsome, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Bacon. I know it's horrible, but I can eat a whole pack of
bacon.
Bacon.
I love bacon. I love bacon. Like my go-to for comfort.
Yeah,
my granddaughter loves bacon.
Our granddaughter is the same way. She's been like this since she was a little kid, and she has not outgrown it. She does not like eggs, but she will eat bacon, pork bacon, turkey bacon. It doesn't matter it's bacon. And if you fix it, I have to cut her off and say you've had enough, because she could eat a whole pack herself. She could, and she's 11, you know. But
no, what's your favorite food, sweetie?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Hey, all right. I love pancakes too. What about you, sweetie?
Pancakes.
Pancakes too, of course.
You make them
All
in our
right.
house.
I make the pancakes.
And she makes her pancakes.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, when's breakfast?
It's Sunday morning breakfast is pancakes.
Sunday morning breakfast. All right.
And I sometimes help her.
Oh, help! I know you do. No, that's right. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful. Does anybody else cook at home?
You cook sometimes.
I see some hands going up. I see a lot of hands going up.
No, I know Gavin. Does he cook at home? Your daddy's a chef. I know you cook at home.
He raised his hand.
I make grilled cheese.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Oh, and Amanda, see, I know you cook at home with your mama. That is beautiful. And so tell me, what do you guys like to cook? Now, we talked about what we like to eat. What do you guys like to cook?
Maya.
No, you don't.
Maya.
What do you like to cook, sweetie?
No.
She's like, I don't know.
No.
I love it.
Cornbread.
Cornbread, yeah.
I like to cook eggs.
What's that?
I heard cornbread. I saw somebody. I'm going to chime in because I'm helping to navigate through this. So I heard cornbread, and I know that was from Amanda's daughter.
Oh, cornbread. You make cornbread, sweetie? All right.
I heard cornbread.
Yes.
I saw chocolate chip cookies are popping up in here.
Oh my goodness. Who's the chocolate chip cookie person? All right. I need to be in that class. Oh, that's beautiful. You all like chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah? Beautiful. Now, let me ask you, do you cook them? Do you make chocolate chip cookies, or you just like to eat them?
I make them and eat them.
You make them and eat them. That's beautiful. How many of you are cooking at home? Do you cook at home often?
Usually 6, but sometimes for special occasions well, yeah, because we have 3 people in the house. But I cook a lot for Santa, so.
All right. Well, that's good. So you give mom a break and you do some help around the house and do some cooking, huh?
Every now and then, yes.
That's cool. I'm sure mom is very thankful. Anybody else helps mom out and does some cooking? All
Look, Gavin's raising his
right.
hand. I
I
love
see
that.
Gavin's hand up. Gavin has his hand
Yep,
up.
Gavin, his hand was up. Everybody got their hand.
All right, Gavin, what
Loud
do you cook?
people.
Because I know your daddy. I know him.
Eggs.
What do you cook around the house?
He said eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs? All right. I love eggs. Love them. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, listen. We did this because we want you guys to be engaged in food. Everybody loves to eat, right? Does everybody like to eat?
Of course they do.
Of course you do. Well, if you love to eat, if it's something that you love to do, then get more in tune with the food that you eat. Be a little bit more adventurous. Go into the kitchen with someone while they're cooking and watch what they're doing. Pay attention. It may allow you to be able to make some changes to something if you really don't like it, and you could put something in that may want you to eat it. I'm not going to say eat your vegetables, but I'm going to say eat your vegetables. Because I know a lot of children don't like to eat their vegetables. But here's an opportunity for you. If you don't like vegetables, what can you do in the kitchen to cook vegetables, add something to it that will make it enjoyable for you? That's a challenge. So pick the vegetable that you like the least and find something that you can add to it to make it enjoyable. That's my challenge to you. And the next time we all get together, I want you to share your thoughts on what you've done.
What's your favorite vegetable?
My favorite vegetable? Oh, wow. Well, I mean, if I had to choose one, onions. I love onions on everything. What about you?
What's your favorite vegetable?
Carrot.
Carrots. Oh, okay, very nice. Very nice. So you're gonna need to pick another vegetable that you don't like as much and try to find something in your kitchen that you can make it really delicious with that you'll enjoy. That's a challenge to you because you need to eat your vegetables. And I know that you guys enjoy some cooking, so be adventurous. Try to take something you don't like and make it enjoyable, and then you can share it with your family. How about that?
Well, thank you very much to everyone for coming. We really enjoyed it. Is there anybody else wanted to say anything before we say our thank yous more and goodbye?
I wanted to see if Winsome wanted to say anything to the group. Yep.
I just want to say my favorite vegetable, bell pepper. I just eat them whole all the time. I love them. They're my favorite.
I like that.
But Winsome, did you want to say anything to the group as the
No,
author
but
of this wonderful book?
let me just say, first of all, thank you guys for reading Soul Food. But I also want each of you to think about what your family moments look like and create stories around them. That's very important that you remember all the good times, even the little bits, and hold on to those good memories. Because when craziness happens in the world, you need to have something of joy to go back to. And a lot of times those memories will make you smile.
That's right.
That's all.
And a lot of times they're found in the kitchen.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah,
Well, thank you,
food
everybody.
definitely bond cultures.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, everyone. Feel free to go to tastewisekids.org for more activities and see some of our past videos and, join us for our next chef story time. So thank you, everyone. We're going to go ahead and end this meeting and I'm going to go eat. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.